Last week was a fun and relaxing week. Let's get into it, starting with Sunday. I did an egg coffee making class, but it was prolonged because I was also filming said coffee making class. But I also learned how to make egg coffee and I learned how to make coffee art. Look at my coffee art. Isn't it fantastic? I strongly recommend this experience. I got it off Airbnb Experiences. And Monday, I got up for another gray and rainy day in Hanoi. Y'all, I'm so over this weather. I don't know what to do. But anyway, Monday is chest and triceps day. So I got into the gym and afterwards I went to go get my nail fixed because I broke my freaking nail just pulling my pants up. And it only cost $50K, which is about $2 to replace it. And they did it really, really quickly. I hit up the ATM about once a week and get about $80 out, which is 2 million dong. That usually lasts me for about a week. After that, I went and got a healthy lunch and worked on the budget for this video project I'm working on because I got to stay on budget. And of course, I went to boxing. This is like my favorite thing to do now. And my favorite thing to do after boxing is this massage. And then I came home and laid around and took a little nap. I feel like I got to share nap time because y'all think all I do is work. And the truth is that is not all I do. I work about 4 hours a day and then I nap. Later on that evening, I went to go practice my Spanish homework, eat some Italian food, and then do my Spanish class with my tutor who lives in Medellin. Then on Tuesday, got on up to do some laundry. It's so convenient that I have a washer/dryer in my Airbnb, but if I didn't, there is a laundry place close by. Back outside, it was another cold, rainy, gray day in Hanoi. Went to a coffee shop to get a little bit of work done. Love going to coffee shops around here. It was shoulders day, so went to the gym and hit them shoulders. And then y'all, I got on the scale and it was under 180, which it hasn't been in a while. I know it says only slightly under 180, but that's because my phone weighs about 2 pounds, but it was lower than that without my phone. So I was happy. Treated myself to a very healthy lunch. I went to this place called Gather and had a wonderful and delicious fresh apple juice and a nice healthy salad. I will be sharing my restaurant recommendations with you guys. Afterwards, I went back to the crib to sit around and watch some TV since y'all don't see me sit around enough, and also plan my next trip. I am headed to Dalat and then I don't know where after, maybe Laos, maybe not. And then of course, back to boxing, my favorite thing to do. And then my homegirl Sejal came to visit from China. She was hanging out in China. I immediately took her so that we can get foot massages. She just got off a flight. A foot massage is exactly what she needed. Afterwards, we went to a restaurant called Bow Wow, which is where my local friend takes out of towners. So I'm over here acting like a local. Moving into Wednesday, I got up early so that I could pack for a weekend trip. I was heading out later that day to the airport to go to Hoi An, which I really needed a break from the weather, although the weather was supposed to be bad in Hoi An, but I was just looking forward to seeing the beach and seeing some friends. Got to Hoi An, got to Da Nang actually, and it's so much greener and more peaceful than Hanoi. Hanoi is so busy. Got to my hotel and immediately went outside to enjoy the view of the beach. I can't tell you how badly I needed this. And then I finally got to meet a friend that I've had for 5 years in person. Roshida. Me and Roshida got to hang out and have dinner. It was so nice to finally see her in person after years of being online friends. And then Thursday, y'all, the hotel had a scale. I pulled it out, stepped on it, and was 177. Yes, you see that on camera. Of course, that motivated me to hit leg day at the gym. And you see my girl Roshida in the back getting it in too. After that, we went to breakfast and met up with some other sisters that were in town in Hoi An. Had a little bit of breakfast. And because the sun came out, I couldn't help but go outside. Me and Sejal sat poolside pretty much all day long. I needed that sun so bad. I'm so glad the sun came out. And then I went back to my room to enjoy more of the beach sounds while I took a nappy nap. One thing about me, I am a member of the nap ministry, okay? Enjoyed my nap and then went out to a meetup of about 50 Black women who were here to meet up with Roshida and Stephanie from the Exodus Summit. And a lot of them have been to some of my coaching sessions and workshops, so it was really good to see them in person. This was such a beautiful night, and what a beautiful community they've created. I had to skedaddle from the meetup and get back to get ready for a call about an opportunity. I had to pull out the corporate baddie wig. The conversation went really well, and I'm glad I made it. And then rolling into Friday, I headed out to Banana Hills to go to the Golden Hand Bridge that you see on social media. But when I got there, I was met with rain and fog and mist, but I was there to do a photo shoot. So your girl made it work in the rain, in the mist. Listen, the rain is going to make for beautiful photos. So we pose with it. And because I love a fancy dinner situation, I scheduled reservations at the Four Seasons for me, Stephanie, Roshida, Krishan, and Sejal. We had an amazing night. They had a chopstick service where you got to pick out your own chopsticks. Stephanie and I decided to share this here seafood platter. It was enough to feed like 4 or 5 people. Our eyes were way bigger than our stomachs, but what a great night. Saturday, got up and went to do back day. Y'all see my girl Roshida in the back. Listen, me and Roshida were committed and we were killing it in the gym. Later that day, I went to Old Town to get something made. Listen, Hoi An is where you get things made. If you're going to come to Vietnam, get something made in Hoi An. So I got fitted for a dress. I didn't get to get it because I was leaving the next day, but they're mailing it to me. And that night, I took my girl Roshida out on a girl date to this really lovely restaurant called Mua. Let me tell you something. I'm going to find a tasting experience wherever I am. I love a tasting experience. Tasting menu me, please. Okay. This was fantastic. We had a great time with great company. And then at 11 p.m., I closed the week out the way I've been closing the last several weeks out with a coaching call with my remote focus program students. And that was my week. Stay tuned for more.